We're live there. Alright, let's make sure we got that posted, and then we have this. $74.6K in the day. What's going on, C Mallet? Alright, cool. Edit this. Go to day 387. And we're gonna go 74.6K. Today is the 6th. Then we're gonna go change documents. Why didn't that save? Oh, because I went to this. Hope you guys had a great trading out there. What's going on, the Traveling Trader? What's going on, Steve? What's going on, Phil and Money? Bob, what's going on, DC? Yeah, I mean, you know, the only things I'm focusing on are MRIN and things around it. So that's why there's been money to be made. I follow where the money is flowing. Alright. Again, guys, hopefully you guys had a great trading day. I'm live going over today's trading day up 74.6. Alright, there's that. There's that. Again, hopefully you guys had a great trading out there. Hope you guys been trading well. I know that, you know, there's been a lot of opportunities out there in the market, and I hope you guys are able to capitalize. Steve Austin, you're always the first one on. I'm definitely taking notice to that. Keep working hard. I feel like, Steve Austin, how long have you been trading, and how long have you been following me, and how did you find me? So how long have you been trading, how long have you been following me, and how did you find me? Because you're always on here, Steve. Alright, guys, let me post this quickly here. Did I post the final P&L in there? Yeah. I'm gonna post this on social media quick. 1 second. Alright, there's that, there's that. And then today's runners were MRIN. Of course. Hope you guys have been having trading well out there. Hope you guys had a great 4th of July. Hope you guys are coming back and taking advantage of today's trading day. There was a lot of opportunities out there. What's the other one? Okay, we can do Zealand. Alright, cool, there's that. Rally Church, no, I don't post all my trades in Discord. TR Psychology, if you're start over, which would you primarily focus on? It's a mixture of both, to be honest. Well, which one is more important? Probably keeping your emotions in check, so I'd say emotional side of trading. Alright, live. Alright, cool. TikTok's not working. Anybody struggling with TikTok today? What's going on, Jolie? What's going on, Rescue? What's going on, Mystery? What's going on, Anazul? What's going on, Bacon? Good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys in. Definitely an opportunistic day out there. Thanks to MRN creating all these possibilities. Let's see here. Alright, we'll cut this down here. So we'll go like that. And then we'll go like this. And then we'll enlarge this. Alrighty, guys. Hopefully you guys have been trading well out there. Hopefully you guys have been, you know, had a great 4th of July. hopefully you guys have been, keeping all your fingers intact and also enjoying the 4th of July as well. Like I always say, there's a fine line between having fun and then, not being safe. So, alrighty, guys. Mr. Sen, that's the attitude. You need to work harder. Exactly. Diego the Bull, thank you, man. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and go over today's trading day. So, I actually, we'll bring this in a little bit. So I actually woke up a little bit later. I woke up when the market was open, but then, I actually was like, I didn't see a huge gapper except for, BSQR. And that would have been my main focus in share today. Probably would have been, $150,000 a day maybe on this name. But I had a long 4th of July, and I also did the MRIN on the 4th as well. A couple of buddies, we all get together and we do the MRIN. And they decided to do it on the 4th this year. So I was like, that's a terrible idea. I don't want to be tired on the 4th. The 4th of July is one of my favorite holidays because I love fireworks. But, it is what it is. I had to suck it up, and I just was like, I was just really worried about being tired on the 4th. I really didn't want to be tired on the 4th. So I ended up just saying, you know what, let's do it. And so, for the past month, I was like, I don't really want to do it. I don't really want to do it. And then, finally I was just like, I can't not do it. I want to do a MRIN at least once a year. And yeah, so I did it this year and it ended up going out really well. But then I had to drink about 400 milligrams of coffee on the 4th. And that's kind of, the way it went. So hopefully you guys had a great 4th and didn't need to drink that much coffee. But yeah. So anyways, guys, on the scan of ATHN. So you can see here, sure, I missed out on BSQR, but between, staying up late on the 4th, between the MRIN and then, just being exhausted from all that, I ended up, just saying to myself, I needed to sleep in. It was worth it for the rest of the week to kind of sleep in, and I didn't see anything that I was extremely in love with out of the gate. If MRIN, gapped to 26, and then I kept looking at maybe at 7:30, and I was at 28, 29, sure. Or if it had a huge fall off, sure, I'd be interested. But none of that was happening, so I didn't have huge interest in anything except for BSQR. But anyway, so I played that one a little bit, not as much as I would have if I would have played it early on in the morning. I probably would have been longing down in here. But $2,800 winner when I got up this morning. Not when I got up, but when I actually was comfortable trading about 8:30 this morning Pacific Standard Time, and I ended up entering 619. So where was the dip? Right there, right on that dip, and then we started to move up. I ended up selling it right before the rip, to be honest. But still $2,800 winner, and then BLINN, I took a nice short on. Good thing I covered that one. So I really like the BLINN short because we're kind of getting lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. And I ended up, where was it? So I ended up shorting it at 1198. I took my first short right in here, and then the second short was on this pop right there at 1210. And then we broke down and I covered it into this wash down in here. Luckily, and then this thing started ripping and ramping. The reason I covered it is because MRIN wasn't breaking down. And if you guys don't know, MRIN is the leader of all these runners. So, yeah. Okay. So then, PBTS. So this was the one that I missed out on today. This one would have been a big winner for me if I was paying attention better, but I kind of spaced a little, and I know that I would have been accumulating this one in here and in here and all the dips, and then probably selling these rips and then maybe accumulating and then getting out there. And I probably would have missed out all that move. But the reason being is because this is an MRN sector play. You can see here we had a big run up and then we were selling off, and MRN was still holding. And BSQR gap, so it's kind of like everybody else kind of just looks for the rest of them to run, like BSQR or WEI is another one, which I still am watching into tomorrow. But anyways, I ended up playing it all right. You know, I ended up taking the dip down in here when I saw it on the scanner. I was basically just buying all these washes. Ended up with about 64,000 shares at a 282 average. So that was a really good average from, you know, right in here when I was averaging in. And then, you know, I ended up scaling out at 299.3 because I had a position on the ask at 299. Then, of course, it goes all the way up to 360 like 5 minutes later. But that's trading. I ended up taking one more trade on it, 123,000 shares at 303, I believe, on a wash. And then I scaled off the rest at 310 for another $8,900 winner. WEI ended up somehow paying out. You know, I ended up taking a nice, I believe I was starting to accumulate a little bit in here and here. And then I added some more in here. Or maybe I just added in here. I can't really remember. But it ripped up right away. And then I was just like, wow. You know, like that was a quick payout. So I took some off. And then I missed this dip here. But I ended up adding a little bit more up in here. Took some pieces off here, and then I got sold off into in here, and I ended up taking a loss on the rest of that. So, you know, that was a big winner for me. Just because, guys, without, you know, going into too much detail because I don't have time, when MRN goes this crazy, okay, I mean, we can pull off into some charts here. Let's go like this. So let's pull up MRIN, right? MRIN is the lead runner. MRIN has caused a lot of chase and FOMO in the markets. You can see over the past week and a half, we've gone from $1.70 up to now 28 was the high pre-market, right? That's a huge percentage gain. Okay, BLIN starting to follow, right? What else is falling? Well, PBTS. If you look at this, it's been trying to ramp. And why? In my opinion, it's because MRIN. This happens so often. It's in the same sector, similar price range. What's the other one? BUSQR, right? So we had a runner here. We had a ramp, sell off, and now we're running again because MRIN is holding so long, and then BLIN ran as well. WEI, similar concept, right? Same sector, had a big run, sell off, and now it's trying to work its way back up. Right? So all these in here and in here, or sorry, all this in here and in here and here, that's all what I call FOMO and chasing the sector, and that's why some of these plays work so well. Okay? That's why some of these plays work so well, in my opinion. You have living proof of all the volume, all the liquidity, all the range on all these charts. You know, BLIN, I was in at like 6:30 and ended up, you know, selling off, but, you know, I'm missing out on all this today. So, you know, it's all shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? But you can see the power of a runner that's over 1,000% and quickly with liquidity, right? It's pretty damn powerful. So yeah, there's that, guys. And let's see. So that's all my focus is, guys. My focus is on that entire sector right now. MRIN, BLINN, PBTS. My focus is on WEI. My focus is on BSQR as well. So, you know, all these are all kind of flowing along from MRIN. And, you know, that being said, I kind of just watch how MRIN reacts to see how the rest of the sector will react. If this thing keeps going, the farther it goes, the better. I hope it goes to 40. I hope it goes to 50. I hope it goes to 60 and goes insane, right? I really do. It'll create opportunities for us the whole week. And this is when I do my best. But I also know that, you know, when these things aren't happening is when I need to get a lot better, right? That's when I need to get a lot better. And right now, that's kind of my weakness in my game. It's not really, you know, that I can't trade without it. I just trade with too much size. And then I keep compounding my losses, right? So, PBTS had a nice winner on this one into the close. $21,000 winner. I took a loser on BLINN and WEI. I was $7,500 in that one. PBTS we had a nice win on into the close. You can see here. So, I believe I started to long it right in here, and this thing just went straight up to 320, and I scaled off into that pop. After hours, we're still holding on. We're still kind of making higher lows. This one is going to be on top watch tomorrow. PBTS, that's a beautiful looking chart on the 5-minute. Yeah, beautiful looking chart on the 5-minute with solid volume. MRIN, still holding up after hours, still trying to, continue to make higher lows and higher lows. It's not giving up. This thing continues to just rip and ramp. And the farther it goes, the better it is for the rest of the sector. All right, guys, any questions? As always, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. Free chat in the link description below. My course teaches you my processes. Link description below. Brokers that I use. Link description below. Scanner settings I use. Link description below. Brokers 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400. Link description below. Do you guys have any questions for me? Yeah, WEI definitely has that potential. PBTS, another one that I'm really watching for an overnight. Angela, yeah, you can save it for sure. You should be able to save it. I don't know why you couldn't. Thank you, F Some Limit. Only a year of experience. Came across you on YouTube, the Instagram live you and Arrow did. He was in California giving his. Awesome, that's awesome, Steve Austin. Sadir, awesome. Thanks for streaming consistently. You're welcome, man. I do my best to stream consistently, and that's, I try very hard on that. It does take a lot out of me, day in and day out, but it's for you guys, and I hope that, just seeing the progress of my $1,000 account all the way up to now 17 million plus continues to inspire and to motivate. And I'll always have these videos on YouTube, so it's going to be nice to go back and look at. What are the 2 main factors that you look? There's not 2 main factors. There's so much that more that goes into that, Mr. Sen. My course is obviously the most effective way to learn how, Mr. Sen, or what I look for in the 2 main factors, but I have a free chat room, and I have tons of free content, and I have also a free YouTube channel. You can go back and look through it. It just takes you a lot longer to figure it all out. Yeah, emotions are a big part of trading. Probably the most underrated part of trading. How close about to 30 million? I'm still a ways out. I got like 14 million or 13 million left. So, but if the market gets hot enough, things can happen, and we can make solid trades. Alrighty, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I would really, really appreciate that, guys. Make sure to like the channel. We should get at least 50 likes. And yeah, I appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting the NorMagnolTrading.com community. As always, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. Check out the free chat room, link description below. My course teaching my process, link description below. Everything else in the link description below. I appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting the NorMagnolTrading.com community.